guys, welcome back with another video. Finally we have Android 12 Nusantara project, and which is Surabaya, they actually called it. So this is Android 12 Nusantara project 4.0.1. So now let's get it started from the settings, and we have a different user interface in settings. This is the first or the second. Actually it's totally modified. Android 12 ROM, you guys can see the user interface of the settings totally changed, and it looks cool, isn't it? So you guys can see the about section on the top. As usual, we had the previous ROMs in the bottom. So here you guys can see Android version 12, and here is the update 4.0 and 1, which is Surabaya official, of course, and thanks to the maintainer other. So here is the Android security update, which is very latest, December 5. So no problem with that. And kernel use the kernel and really capable of playing games. This kernel is known for that. And 4.9.293 and very latest Linux enforcing. So no problem. Here is the Nusantara wings, you guys can see, and totally different user interface and coloring icons. You guys can see on the top side. Left, and you guys can see here the system. We have the game space. If you want to add your games like this, just click on add and add your games. And here you guys can see when you are playing games, we have some options. You guys can disable heads up and disable auto brightness, disable swipe to screenshot, and of course navigation bar. So this is really cool, I guess. What you need, you guys can do. And here is the theme, and you guys can use the custom color. If you want that, then just enable this one and choose from that particular hex color. You guys can see, just select which one you need and just click apply, and your color will be changed. So I don't need the custom colors, so I'm just turning this off. And after that, we have used accurate shades and chroma factor. You guys can use linear lightness. You just need enable this one, and you guys already watched this. I don't need that one. And after that, you guys can see the notifications. Of course, the necessary items are available, and this is the first build official Nusantara. So this in future you guys will get more features in that particular sections. And here you guys can see the notifications, blink flashlight for incoming call. If you need, then you guys can enable, no problem. And after that, we have miscellaneous and swipe screenshot sound, double tap to sleep, which is working pretty much fine. And after that, only fingerprints preferences you guys can enable or disable, no problem. And after that, we have the status bar icons and icon manager. You guys can see here the icon manager, tuner status bar icons. Here you guys can see which you need, just enable. And after that, we have some boldy icons. You guys can see SD icon, SDCF, whatever you need, you guys can enable. And after that, we have here the battery section, the battery percentage where you want to show, just click on that. And after that, we have clock options. Every necessary options are available, no problem. And here you guys can see the Nusantara logo. Also, you guys can enable this one. And after that, we have quick settings and QS footer text. If you want to QS footer text, then just enable like this. Here you guys can see I already changed it. You guys can also do that, no problem. And after that, you guys can see here show brightness slider in quick QS panel. Just enable this one, necessary features. So this is available, no problem. And after that, we have traffic indicators, and you guys can see here on the top, which is working pretty much fine, no problem. And you guys can adjust the location in status bar or wherever you want. And after that, we have Nusantara buttons, navigations, and the necessary customizations, and very less customizations are there. And navigation bar toggle and extended swipe action, you guys can read, and you guys can enable. If you want to enable the haptic feedback, then just enable this one. When you just swipe up or doing back gesture, that means when you use that back gesture, you guys can see the arrow, you guys will get a haptic feedback if you want to enable this one. Then and you guys can enable something here, just long left swipe action. You guys can see no actions. You guys can do flashlight, applications, volume panel, screen off. You guys can take a screenshot like this. If you enable this one, long left swipe action. And if you guys just ask me the long left swipe action, how does it work, then just enable this. I just enable here the screenshot. You guys can enable anything you need. So I just do like this, and it will take this screenshot. You guys can see. So the feature actually works like this. And after that, this is the Nusantara wings. You guys already know about that. And if you want to access the network and internet setting, then click here. You guys will be able to access, and so many things are included. That means we have the VoLTE and preferred network type. So many types are there. You guys can access. And of course, Wi-Fi calling and carrier video calling, everything is working here, no problem. And if you want to access the battery, then click on battery and you are good to go. And battery manager of course available, and battery backup is really cool. I got in that ROM, no problem with battery issue, so you guys can easily use. And better battery backup compared to other Android 12 ROMs. You guys will get better battery backup in that ROM, no problem. And after that we have connected devices, apps, notifications, and you guys already know about that. Settings, app notifications you guys can do, and bubbles I already showed in previous videos, so you guys can check that. And here is the sound, and you guys can see here different looks are there. Media and haptic feedbacks is really cool in that room. Touch vibration, that means haptic feedback is good. And we have the display settings, brightness level, adaptive brightness, and lock screen timeout. You guys can select and double tap, everything is just working pretty much fine, just fluid. And you guys can change the font here, and some kind of fonts are there, not so much. And we have the wallpaper and style, you guys can see. And you guys can enable the grid options, what you need you guys can enable from that. And themed icons working for some icons and some not. And here is the dark theme, you guys can see. And after that we have here the accessibility, you guys can see, and exporting, which I like pretty much. You guys can see this is a really cool feature. And dark theme and magnification, you guys can enable the shortcut. And here is the system controls, you guys can enable what you need. And caption preferences, audio adjustment, you guys can enable. And security, of course, we have the fingerprint for now, and in future we will get face unlock and other things, so wait for that. And this is official ROM, so don't worry about that, you guys will get future updates. And after passwords and accounts, digital well-being, everything just working flawless. And here gesture, date and time, language and input. And this is a vanilla build, remember that thing, this is vanilla build, not GApps build, so you guys need to install GApps separately, and I will drop the link in description, just check that out. By default you guys will get the AOSP keyboard, but I installed the Google keyboard so that I can get that beautiful interface you guys can see here. And one thing I just want to make sure, the app drawer, which is really buttery smooth, and I found this better than any other Android 12 ROM release yet, so this is a plus point for that ROM. This launcher is really great, and let me show you that. And widgets, we don't have clock widgets here, and I already showed so many videos you guys can check those videos, how to enable the Android 12 dynamic clocks. You guys can enable, no problem, but by default we don't have this feature right now. And home settings, here you guys can see as usual the normal system, and that means the launcher. And the smoothness of the ROM is mind-blowing, you guys can easily use. It's just butter smooth, you guys can see it's really cool. And here you guys can see I already rooted that device, and let me show you the safety net. By default safety net is passed, so you guys don't need to worry about any banking applications or any official applications. You guys can easily use without any problem. And I'm using here a module. You guys can see I'm using here Android 12 UI mode. I already provided that video, so you guys can check that out. And this module works for control center like this. You can make your Android 12 control center like this. So I love it, that's why I'm using here. So if you want, then you guys can use, you guys can directly edit from here, and you guys can turn off your power, or you guys can enable advanced mode. So many things are there, and you guys can access settings from here. So this is the user interface, and if you want that kind of icons notification toggle, then you guys can use that module, no problem. And by default you guys will get the as usual Android 12 control center, no problem. And this is really buttery smooth ROM. And let me show you the Geekbench score. And here is that, which is pretty much decent. And I previously said that I don't believe on those paperwork, so I believe in real-time performance. So in real-time performance it's really great. And here is the screenshot. You guys can see the CPU throttling to 86%, and which is also a decent performance, no problem. And you guys can do gaming without any problem, no issues with that. And here you guys can see the PUBG gameplay. Now you guys can watch PUBG gameplay. So here you guys can see the gameplay in Nusantara project, which is Surabaya Android 12 ROM. So this is the gameplay, and I'm getting smooth, no problem with that, because JFLA kernel, which is caramel kernel, is included with that ROM. So that's why gaming performance will be next level. And that means you guys can easily play games with that ROM without any problem. You guys can play PUBG Mobile, and of course CODM. I don't suggest you guys to play Call of Duty, but PUBG Mobile and Mobile Legends kind of game you guys can easily play, no problem. So I hope you guys understand the gameplay, and you guys can play games, no problem. And a bit lag will be there, so you guys have to compromise that thing. if you keep playing, then you guys will get more smoothness time by time, so no problem with that. So that's the video guys, so thank you for watching.